Right, next up, we have the 14mm counterparts. Now this is for the riders aged between 7 and 10. And we've already got a very competitive grid. Taylor Tomlinson and Preston Baker, then Sebastian Kozlowski and Mason Frederick, then Bradley Curtis and Josh Perkins, Logan Cousins, Rex Austin and Archie Hooper. Away we go. Not a bad start from Preston Baker, trying to hold on with Taylor Tomlinson in the lead as we watch the number 12 diving through to maintain the position. That's Archie Hooper, having started dead last, now working his way through one by one, just taking it nice and easy, out through Luna. And Taylor Tomlinson looking good at the front end of the field. Where is Preston Baker? There he is, still in second position. Already a very spirited bunch of competitors this. Slightly quicker, of course, the 14mm category, and slightly older as well. Riders aged 7 to 10 as they work their way again on the club circuit, so they go through the hairpin there at the end of the Conrod Straight. And this is Taylor Tomlinson's to lose at the moment, isn't it? He's got great confidence on the opening tour.
He has indeed. Looks like he'll be in a different county by the end of the race. It is worth pointing out as well, you will see riders taking part in the 10mm and the 14mm. They just want as much track time as possible. The point about that is these are kart circuits we're on. So practice days tend to be for people in karts, not on mini bikes. So the only time you'll get track time on some of these tracks will be to come to an event like this, a British Championship event. You will have people this weekend in various classes. I know Annabelle McCarthy, for example, coming up in the 190 race. I was talking to her dad earlier, and he said this is the first time in a 190.
Oh, what a move from Seb Kozlowski. That was absolutely fantastic there. He managed to go from the outside of Luna Bend, chopped across on the exit, and managed to get across the radius of Preston Baker. Very nicely handled. And now that he's got through, Mason Frederick fancies his chances to get into third position on the inside of that final hairpin. You've got to be so careful. And he's gone straight through the damp patch there. The youngster from Newbury, absolutely determined. He sees the gap and he wants to go for it. This is from second all the way down to 7th. You've got Kozlowski, Baker, Frederick, Perkins, Curtis and Cousins. And this is a really solid race battle we've got now, as Bradley Curtis is desperately trying to keep Josh Perkins honest as they go through up onto Luna Bend and onto the Conrod Straight again.
Taylor Tomlinson just, well, he's well out front, but look at this battle. This is fantastic. Lots of people. When you race at this level, you will find somebody at your level generally that you can play with. And here we've got 6 of them at it.
Well, see you later, alligators. Taylor Tomlinson is long gone up front. He's just enjoying the show now. But Kozlowski, Preston Baker, Mason Frederick, in front of Josh Perkins, Bradley Curtis and Logan Cousins. I'll tell you what, Mason Frederick is looking really hungry here in 4th position. He is not going to let up. Preston Baker cannot afford to make a single mistake in this race, can he? Because Mason Frederick is all over him like a bad habit. And this melee of riders giving us a very good show indeed. Rex Austin now has managed to get past Archie Hooper as well, by the way. So, as you were mentioning earlier, Alan, it's great to see that everybody is just able to race each other. Preston Baker has got back up again to Sebastian Kozlowski. So this is going to be very close indeed between these two. They're trying to get rid of Mason Frederick, but which of them is going to take second place? Preston Baker still hustling Sebastian Kozlowski. Coming up to the hairpin, nicely cut across there from Kozlowski, just chopping across the front wheel of Preston Baker. There's nothing malicious about that at all. That's just a statement of intent. You're not going to get through on the inside line. He's positioned the bike in exactly the position to allow him to control the pace of that particular corner. Preston Baker may have the fastest lap of the race, but Kozlowski is putting his bike in all the right places to thwart Baker's onslaught.
Yeah, interesting, isn't it? He's in 3rd place on track, well behind this man, the race leader picked out for you. But he's got the fastest lap of the race, Preston Baker, in 3rd place currently. But for how long?
Here he comes. They're going to go side by side along the Conrod Straight. He had to bail out of it because he knows that inside corner is not going to be easy to hold on the damp conditions. He can have one final crack at Kozlowski here. Up in front, though, Tomlinson is going to control this victory to the checkered flag. It's been absolutely masterclass from him as he comes through. He just cruises across the line. Authority. Now Preston Baker's going to try and race Kozlowski to the line. Oh my goodness, look at that. 7 thousandths of a second in it between Baker and Kozlowski, and it is Preston Baker that gets there first. Kozlowski pushing so hard he ran onto the grass and it's kicked him off on the grass verge. So tricky. But well done to Seb Gazlauki for pushing it all the way to the line. He'll be disappointed to come home third instead of second. Tomlinson has the win. Baker and Gazlauki have the photo finish on the podium. Mason Federick fourth from Josh Perkins and Logan Cousins. Bradley Curtis coming home in 7th position ahead of Rex Austin and Archie Hooper. And if you thought that race was good, they'll be back for more in race 3 a little later on.